Like this, based on one or two. Normally, first of all, I know say today is a very good day because today our president be the first. But based on one or two, like this, so now two sharp update. Now don't break off on like this now. Now what for you? Now shop plug. I beg. When I know me normally now the bottled water guy. I didn't do my bottled water normally. Based on one or two, the first update where they like this so that be big like this so. Petroleum marketers they don't come out now. Don't come explain give Nigerians the reason why make price of fuel go up suddenly since yesterday. So that's number one. Number two, now be big. Number two, like this, so they don't come out again now. They don't prefer instant solution to Nigerian fuel problem. We go feel alleviate the burden of this new fuel price from the masses. So just relax yourself. You understand me now? Farabale, the other people follow. Sharply, make us be on same time, not today. Man, drop the first news like this. Man, read and listen to me. He said IPMAN president Chinedu Okoronko spoke on Channels Television Surprise Daily Program on Wednesday. According to him, many IPMAN members have gone out of business due to the removal of fuel subsidy on petrol, as they were unable to raise money to load from depot and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. Okoro said with the price adjustment by NNPC Limited on Tuesday morning, independent marketers raised their prices at retail outlets to match the reality of the time. Normally, you need to be in business. If you go back, you will go and buy at new price. Assuming you are selling at 520 naira, then there is a sudden change from where you are getting it. You have to still be in business, he said. Some of my members have gotten to the level of putting products in their tankers. All of a sudden, there was an information that the price has changed. They didn't load them again. Some are even battling now to see how they can load on that old price and now the new price. Yeah, so even that they feel on. The IPMAN boss said the timing of the price increment was not the issue, but the government must work on how to mitigate the effect of the price adjustment and ease the pressure of the dollar. However, an ex-president of the Petroleum and Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasan, Peter Esele, faulted the IPMAN boss. Esele, who was also a guest on Channels Television program Wednesday, said petrol marketers are taking advantage of the situation to make extra profit, arguing that it is only morally right that marketers sell their old stock for the old price. No respite, cues resurfaced. There seemed to be no respite for Nigerians after President Tinubu, in his inaugural speech on May 29, 2023, announced the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirits known as petrol. With the announcement, the pump price of a litre of petrol rose from 184 naira to 500 naira. About 2 months later, the price jumped from 500 naira to over 617 naira on Tuesday, July 18, 2023, eliciting anger and criticism from economically stranded citizens. Fear queues have immediately resurfaced in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and other cities across the country, with vehicle owners engaging in panic buying at the new rates of over 617 naira per litre, fearing that the price might go up again. The unprecedented fuel price come amid the unification of the foreign exchange rate by the Tinubu administration, as well as rising inflation rate, which the National Bureau of Statistics said hit 22.79% in June from 22.41% recorded in May 2023. The report also showed that food inflation spiked to 25.25 on a year-on-year basis, which is higher than the 20.60% recorded in June 2022. Meanwhile, NNPCL Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari on Tuesday blamed market forces for the rising pump price of petrol. He said, with the regulation of oil sector, market realities will force the prices of petrol up sometimes, and at other times force the prices down. So now the gist will come out from that side. So now if you listen to what I read right now, so like this, everybody they blame this one. IPMAN, they blame the government, federal government. Pengasan, they blame IPMAN. NNPC now, don't they blame market forces. After all this, they are blame game here and there. Last, now the masses for the streets. Now they feel the burden. Whether you be Agbadorian or you be obedient or you be articulated, all of us join together with the feeling together. That's the first update. Number 2, that be big. Like this. So one of the IPMAN leaders, it don't follow that, so it don't bring, according to him, solution where go feel instantly alleviates the burden of fuel, this fuel price from Nigerians. I would like when I watch the video, now when I hear what this man talk. As you are watching and finish, comment for the comment section whether it makes sense. Because as he talks, since this video come out, many people don't comment this man talk say yes, this is not a very good solution. You understand? So when I watch the video, listen to this man talk, comment your opinion on how you see what this man talk. So it makes sense, no make sense. See, share the video, make others see him, make the call talk how they raise this matter. So when I watch the video first.
Let me tell you, we started our data capturing. Because we need to know the number of people and where and how. That way we'll begin to make more meaning. The business of CNG is very, very easy here because all this gas you see flaring in billions of cups, it doesn't take too much thing to convert them into CNG and LNG. And that is where to go now. We are not going to import it. There is no dollar, whatever, it's here. So the question you've asked, we have started liaising with our banks. About 7 banks have indicated interest in assisting us, where my member, with their 15% down payment of the facility, they can get the other one and spread the payment. That will begin to roll out pretty soon, Fizieting our mind on crude. This crude should be sold and let us begin to make dollar. I hear people talking about refinery. Refinery, maybe we have about 4 refineries in Nigeria. If these 4 have issue, but in the case of gas, all this flaring, we have over flaring points that is over 100 flaring points that this gas you can get. There are other stranded gas too. We have gas in pipeline. So the gas is there. It's for us to now deploy the equipment. It's what we call plug and play. Under 3 to 4 months, the government needs to create the market to justify the investment. Somebody who wants to invest must be sure that there is market for that investment. But Mr. Korunkwo, we in IPMAN we are beginning to do now.
Mr. Korunkwo, does Nigeria have the refining capacity, the infrastructure, the pipelines to transport, the infrastructure to even produce it in the first place, and the pipelines to transport it? That's besides, the setting up of the stations to dispense it. Is that capacity available for production of CNG?
Let me tell you how it works. We have a system now where you can move gas to Sokoto. Even Bua Cement in Sokoto is using LNG. So it's not only by pipeline. You can also create, you see all this motor carrying all those long pipes. You move it down. It's a new technology. You can even now have also gotten the right from our partners. You can bottle it and use it in your house, kitchen. And the beauty of this gas is it's not volatile like butane. This is methane gas. And it's there in billions of cups. Attention should be geared towards developing that market. That market is what we need for a multi-billion contract. For somebody to begin to give you gas, it must be sure that there is where you can sell it, not producing the gas, and there is no. That is why you see them flaring it. It's being flared in billions of cups every day in Nigeria. Availability is here. It's even estimated that the gas we have can last us over 500 years. And it's clean. We will also gain a lot of credit. We are signatories to countries that are trying to eliminate all these greenhouse effects. So why not government now begin to see how they will encourage investment into that will remove and reduce all these pressures. The crude, we should look at the crude on how to generate dollar. Refinery. When you refine, how do you get foreign exchange here? I'm not saying it's not good, but since we have this one, a lot of countries are importing it from us. Well, we can develop it here too and begin to use it. The technology is there.